Welcome to the channel, guys. So today I've got a really interesting video between Joe Rogan and Steve Hilton, who's, as everyone knows, running for governor in California. And please be on the lookout for another video either later today or tomorrow where it's going to blow your mind at what really went on with all of the children that just went missing. Anyway, let's get into this one. And I'd appreciate if you'd like, share, and subscribe. This is fascinating. Check it out.
What do you think was going on with the whole open border?
I think that I think they believed that any kind of restriction on immigration was racist, and therefore it was part of the ideology around that. That we can't put, people are coming and they're fleeing bad conditions and you can't stop them because it's racist to put restrictions on immigration. I think that's what it was mainly.
Okay, so that is a great way to justify flying people into swing states and then trying to turn them into citizens, which is what they were actively talking about doing. Pelosi talked about that. Schumer talked about that. They talk about getting these people citizenship, which
Let me just pause it real quick. We'll get right back to it. Let's hear from Nancy and Chuck.
The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants, the dreamers, and all of them, because our ultimate goal is to help the dreamers, but get a path to citizenship for all 11 million or however many undocumented there are here.
Is something we have to do for people who are here now.
This is before you're a citizen. This is undocumented. This is for the undocumented.
Well, what I would like to do is move them to documented. The fact that we can move them to documented. And one of the best things that we can do for our economy is to pass comprehensive immigration reform.
Now, that's a direct lie, and Scott Bessent just came out within the last couple weeks and explained, listen, when there's less people, competing for the houses, prices go down. The rents go down. When there's less people competing for the resources, the prices come down. So she's directly lying. Let's get back to Joe Rogan and Steve Hilton.
those people can vote. There's also moving them into these swing states, and if you move them into the swing states, the census doesn't count whether or not you're a citizen. The census counts whether or not you're a human being, and so it changes the number of congressional seats that are available. So there's that. And then there's also putting these people on free health care and giving them money and setting them up. And then if you can get those people to vote eventually, you've got a built-in voter. And you could change, like,
So I don't know about that.
whatever million people got in over the last 4 years, they're not going to vote for Trump. How many,
Except
if you
they
can make
were.
those people vote, if you can let those people vote, how many of those people are going to vote for the Republicans that wanted to get rid of them with ICE? And how many of them are going to vote for the Democrats that wanted to fund them and help them get across the border? It's pretty simple. Even if you don't get all of them, you're going to get most of them.
Do you think that, I hear that often.
This is what Elon thinks.
It seems to me that's so dark and cynical.
Well, if they wanted to do to the whole country what they've done to California and have complete and total control with one party, well, they've already done it in a state. Why not just implement it through the entire country? In California, you can't show ID
I know,
to vote.
it's illegal. I know, it's
That,
just crazy.
why would you do that? Why would you do that? There's only one reason.
Yeah.
You want to cheat.
Joe Rogan is absolutely on point there. Been saying it for years. This was a voter registration drive. The Democrats bringing all these people in. Listen, everyone knows there's nothing for free. There's no free lunch, right? Well, they moved all these people in. They spent, I just saw just Manhattan or New York City spent $6.9 billion housing and feeding the people that Biden brought in. This is absolute insanity. Everyone knows it. And you can't bring people in to become your voting base because the American people won't vote for you anymore. That's the part no one's seeing because the fraud and the grift is there and it's covering up for how bad these people's ideas really are. And you guys know it. I know it. It's incredible that they're getting away with the level of fraud that they are. You look at the video I did with James O'Keefe and Cam Higbee in Minnesota. What is that? People can vouch with no ID. You're vouching for 8 people who don't have ID. It's crazy. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day. God bless.